Hello, dear friends in grade 10 Choueifat School. This is Wael Bashori, math and physics teacher. In case you want private lessons, you can call me on this WhatsApp. 1 second, let me open my pen and write it. So here you have my WhatsApp 00963 933 54 6967. And let's directly start solving this online quiz. Question number 1. Two bodies P and Q form a system. After interaction, Q has lost 80 joule and P has gained 60 joule. Which statement are true? Select all that apply. First of all, we're saying Q has lost 80 joule. So body Q has gained negative 80. That's first one is correct. The system has gained 140. No, incorrect. The system has lost 20. Yes, because this is an isolated system. It's not an isolated system, so it can lose 20. System is isolated. No, because it lost energy. System has gained negative 20. Lost 20 means gained negative 20. This is also correct. Question number 2 now. Two bodies P and Q form an isolated system. Isolated system means no loss or gain in energy. Which statement are true? Select all apply. Energy gained by P plus energy gained by Q is equal to 0. This is correct because the system is isolated. Energy gained by P equal energy gained by Q, incorrect. Energy lost by P plus energy lost by Q equals 0, incorrect. Energy gained by P equal negative energy lost by Q. Energy gained by P equal negative energy lost by P. This is also correct. Number 3. In the figure below shows two different positions A and B of a falling football. At position A, the energy possessed by football is 100. So here in this position, energy is 100. While position B, energy possessed is 75. So here clearly we have a loss in energy. The loss is 25 joule. So the amount of energy lost by the football between positions A and B is 25 joules. Next one. In an isolated system made of two interacting bodies A and B, energy gained by A plus energy gained by B is equal to 0. So here we have to write 0. Number 5 now. Energy is being transferred between two interacting objects A and B in a closed system. Object A loses 30 joules of energy. Choose the correct answer to complete the sentence. The amount of energy gained by object B. So here we're saying to you, object A loses. This means object B gains 30. So the answer must be 30. So this is the correct option. Next one. Energy can be transferred from one object into another when a force moves the object through a distance. So here you write distance. Number 7. Underline the name given to the energy transferred by a force along a distance. We underline work. So the answer here is work. Next question. Underline the unit that is used to express work, joule. Next question. A 0.1 kilogram box lifted from the ground and placed on a shelf at a height h as shown below. Assume g equal 10 meters per second squared. Fill in the blank. So to fill in the blank here, we need the height. We know that work done is equal to mgh, or also we can say gravitational potential energy is equal to mgh. We have the mass, we have gravity, and we have the amount of joules, 1 joule. So the height is required. So what you have to do, work equal mgh, 1 equals 0.1 times 10 times h equal 1 meter. And that is the answer. Question 10 now. Select the cases in which the body is gaining energy. The body will be gaining energy in case the force and direction of motion is the same. So option 1 is the correct answer. Select the cases in which the body is losing energy. The body is losing energy in case the force is opposite to the direction of motion. So this option is correct, and this option is correct. Number 12 now. A man pushes a car by exerting a force of 100 newtons on it. He pushes the car for a distance of 10 meters. What is the work done by the man on the car? So the work is equal to also force times displacement. Work is equal to force is 100 newton times displacement, which is 1000 joule. Number 13 now. The force F acting on the box and direction of motion of the box are in the same sense. In this case, the work done by F on the box is called motive force. Motive because the direction of motion and the direction of the force are the same. Question 14. The force F acting on the box and the direction of motion of the box are in opposite senses. In this case, the work done by F is called resistive force. So here we write resistive because the direction of motion is opposite to the direction of the force. Question 15 now. A force F of magnitude 20 newtons exerted on the box, causing it to move a horizontal line as shown below. The force makes an angle 45 with the horizontal. What is the work done by the force after moving the box a horizontal distance of 10 meters? Choose the answer. So in this case, in case you have the angle, work is equal to force times distance times cosine theta. So the force is 20, the distance is where are we giving the distance here? 10, so 10 meters times cosine 45. Cosine 45 square root of 2 over 2. So that will be 200 times square root 2 over 2. And that will be 100 square root of 2. You can find it as decimal and choose it from the options. 100 square root 2. Next question. Work is a scalar quantity because work does not have direction. Number 17 now. Kinetic energy of the car is 800 moving at 20 equal to what amount in kilojoule? Kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared, which means half times 800 times 20 squared. To convert this into kilojoule, we have to divide by 1000. Number 18. Fill in the blanks using terms from the box below, drag and drop. The work energy theorem states that the net work done on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy. Number 19. A car of mass 1600 accelerates from rest under the action of a net force magnitude 800. The speed of the car after moving a distance of 100 is then equal to what? So here we have to use work energy theorem in order to calculate the speed. So work energy theorem states that work is equal to half mv squared minus half mu squared. That's the formula for work energy theorem. You are given here the magnitude of the force. Of course, work is force times distance. So 800 times 100 is equal to half times the mass, which is 1600, times velocity, this is our unknown, minus half times 1600 times 0, because from rest means initial velocity equal 0. Now you have 80,000, and if you simplify these, you get 800, so 800 v squared. Divide both sides by 800, you get v squared is equal to 80,000 divided by 800. Cancel the zeros. 800 divided by 8 is 100. If you do square root, velocity equal 10 meter per second. Question number 20 now. For each example, state whether the interaction described occurs with or without energy transfer. A book is resting on the table. There is no energy transfer, so here no energy transfer. Next, a bucket is lifted upward at constant speed. There is energy transfer here. A rock travels uniformly through an open space. There is no energy transfer here in open space. A ball is in free fall. There is energy transfer. Number 21. A person is pulling a box along a rough floor using a rope parallel to the ground. The tension in the rope is 25 newtons and the box moves 2 meters at constant speed. The work done on the by friction or frictional forces on the box is work done is 25. Work is equal to force times displacement. The force is 25 times displacement is 2, so this is 50. Because the work is resistive, so we write it negative 50. Frictional forces always do resistive work. Number 22 now. A block of mass 2 initially moving at 10 is subject to a force of 3 newtons directed opposite to the direction of displacement. When the block is displaced by 5, its speed given to the nearest integer becomes 1. So here we use also again work energy theorem. Half mv squared, work equal half mv squared minus half mu squared. So the work here is resistive work, or because it's moving in the opposite to the motion. The force is 3, displacement is 5, so negative 3 times 5 is equal to half times m is 2. Velocity final, we want to calculate velocity when the block is displaced 5, its speed given to the nearest integer. So here a block of mass 2 initially moving 10, this is initial velocity. Final velocity is unknown, so times v squared minus half times 2 times 10 squared. Now we solve for v. Negative 15 is equal to, cancel 2 and 2, v squared, cancel 2 and 2, minus 100. Now take 100 to the other side. You get v squared is equal to minus 15 plus 100, 85. Now square root on both sides. V is equal to square root of 85. Find it as decimal, correct nearest integer, then plug it in the answer space. Now 23. We have to enter here resistive or motive. Weight of box slides down inclined plane, this is motive. Weight of box as it's pulled up inclined, this is resistive because it's opposite to the motion. Friction on the box as it slides, friction is always resistive, so here you have resistive. Friction on the box as it is pulled up an inclined plane, friction is always resistive, so here resistive. Number 24, a block of mass 2 initially moving 10 is subject to a force of 3 directed opposite to the motion when the block is this is repeated question, so let's leave it. Question 25, two bodies P and Q form an isolated system. Remember, isolated system means no energy is lost to the surrounding. After interaction Q with Q, the energy gained by P is plus 50. So the energy gained by Q in the interaction is what? So here we're saying to you Q, the energy gained by P is 50. So energy gained by Q will be negative 50. Okay, the net change in the energy of the system is 0 because this is an isolated system. Last question now. So here a block of mass 5 pulled across a rough horizontal floor. The frictional force acting on the block has a magnitude of 10 newtons. So friction is opposite to the motion. The magnitude of the pulling force is, with angle 60, is 40. The block has been moved 3 meters. The work done by the weight must be 0. The work done by normal must be 0 because it's perpendicular to the motion. The work done by the pulling force, F, is, we say here, FD cosine theta, 40 times cosine 60 times 3. The work done by friction is 10 times negative 3. So here, work done by weight is 0 because it's perpendicular to the motion. Normal reaction also 0. Here we say work is equal to FD times cosine theta, which means 40 times 3 times cosine 60. And last one, for this one, work is equal to negative F times D because it's opposite to the motion. So negative 10 is the frictional force times distance, which is 3. So negative 30. Like this, we have finished the test. In case you have any questions, you can leave it in comments. And also, if you like, subscribe to my channel, you can receive all the new videos I'm posting. So I will try to upload one video each day, so try to be in contact with me in order to find all my videos. Thank you very much indeed, and goodbye.